Hey, good day everyone. Pasay Butter here. We are now in this third part for the predictions that we have for MLB today. And again, this is June 18, 2024 MLB predictions. We are already done with the first 10 games that we had. So just go ahead and check them out, part 1 and part 2. And on this one, we will be tackling the last 5 games, all right? And again, I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller, please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. The first game or the first matchup that we have for this video would be the New York Mets with a record of 34 wins and 37 losses, going up against Texas Rangers with the record of 33 and 39. Both teams are having below 50% mark, but the Mets are having a slightly better record. This one will actually start at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 8:05 a.m. here in Manila. Now for the pitching matchup, we got Severino starting for the Mets. He's got a record of 4 wins and 2, an ERA of 3.12. Now for Texas, they would have Lorenzen pitching for them. Lorenzen is having a record of 4 and 3 with an ERA of 2.86. Interesting. If you take a look at the odds right now, it's like a toss coin. Both are. It's like the same odds are given for both teams. Now, Texas Rangers, they do have the advantage in terms of home court. That's kind of obvious. And also in terms of ERA, Lorenzen is actually displaying a slightly better ERA than Severino with 2.86. But keep in mind, Severino is actually having a slightly better record as compared to Lorenzen with 4 and 2. So it's like that slight advantage that Lorenzen has over Severino is kind of like nullified by the advantage that Severino has in terms of his record. Now, in terms of in terms of momentum, it's quite obvious, man. The New York Mets, they are on fire. If I'm not mistaken, they are even the hottest team in the league right now. The Mets currently are holding their streak at 6. Is it 6? Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the longest active that we have right now. Is it? Yep. And right next to them would be Minnesota with 5. So again, the Mets approaching this game, they are on a 6-game winning streak. They have won 8 out of their last 10. While for Texas, the story is a bit flip-flop on the other one. Texas, they have lost 4 approaching this game, and not only that, they have only won 3 out of their last 10. Again, Texas Rangers, they got some advantage because they aren't home with the ERA. Yes, I understand that, but it's kind of hard to go up against this team which has this kind of momentum. 6-game winning streak, going up against a team which is actually struggling big time. 4 straight. Not only that, I don't know if you were able to watch their game last night. Man, it was a dominating performance by the New York Mets. What was the final score again? Mets versus Texas, 14-2. Wow, it was a 12-1 lead by the New York Mets. I don't expect the New York Mets to actually lead by that much on this game, but it's just gonna be hard for me to back up Texas Rangers, even if they are at home and all that. Especially considering how efficient, how energetic, and how hot the New York Mets are. So my pick on this one would be the New York Mets, and I'll go with money line. Right now, let's go towards the second game, and this is going to be between Houston Astros with a record of 33 and 39. Going up against Chicago White Sox with a record of 19 and 54. Both teams are below 50%, or 500% rather. Now, before we proceed, again, I'm inviting everyone, for those who would want to actually subscribe to our best picks, you can actually just reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. So as you guys understand, we actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel. But if you would be subscribed to us, we will be giving you the best pick that we have for the day, and we will be sending it over to you. Now, again, just reach out to us if ever you are interested, and we will go ahead, explain everything to you. All right, so going back into this matchup, this one will happen at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8:10 a.m. here in Manila. We have the pitchers right here, starting for Houston Astros, who will be Valdez, with a record of 5-4. ERA is at 3.99, and he is actually going up against Cannon of Chicago White Sox with the record of 0-1 and an ERA of 4.56. I'm not gonna take more time on this. I'm not gonna roll my dice with Chicago White Sox. I know they are at home, and I know they, every once in a while they have been winning, but considering number one, the pitching matchup, Valdez knows what he's doing, and again, considering Houston Astros that they are still below 500%, games like this for sure they would go ahead and try to sweep these if possible, to get back to the 500% mark. So I'm actually siding with Houston Astros with the money line. Now let's go towards the next game. This one will be the Los Angeles LA Dodgers with a record of 45-29. Woo! What a record! 45-29, going up against the home team, that's Colorado Rockies, who have been losing with a record of 25-47. Now that one will happen at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 8:40 a.m. here in Manila. Now the pitchers that we have right now for LA Dodgers, that'll be Buehler with a record of 1 win and 4 losses, and his ERA is at 4.64, while we have Gomber on the Rockies. Gomber is actually showing the same record with 1 win and 4 losses, with an ERA of 4.26. Now this is gonna be, if you take a look at the other picks online or wherever that is, everyone is actually pointing towards LA Dodgers, and I guess it's self-explanatory, right? I mean, LA Dodgers is LA Dodgers. They got 45 wins. The Colorado Rockies right now, they only have 25. It's almost double. But on this particular game, considering Buehler's a struggle when he came back, and considering the fact that Colorado is at home and Colorado is actually having those games where they can actually hit, I'm actually looking at this particular game. I know it's kind of improbable for some, but I'm looking at the possibility that this is one of those games where in Colorado would actually be hitting. Again, lots of respect with Buehler, but since he came back, he is still struggling, and I feel like it's not gonna be the same for him still, because he would still take more time, take more games. And again, I see Colorado Rockies having a great opportunity right here, especially that they are at home. So I'm gonna pick Colorado Rockies in here, maybe for a small bet. Again, LA Dodgers, this is still LA Dodgers, so I would respect that. But again, on this particular matchup, I'm picking Colorado Rockies with the money line. Now, moving forward, we have Milwaukee Brewers right here with a record of 42 wins and 30 losses. And we have LA Angels, or Los Angeles Angels, with a record of 29-43. That one will actually start at 9:38 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 9:38 a.m. here in Manila. Milwaukee Brewers, they have a winning record, while it's the total opposite for the Los Angeles Angels. These two teams actually met last night, and the Angels actually won. I believe the final score was around 5-3. Now, for the pitching matchup right now, for today, we got Myers for Brewers with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses and an ERA of 3.76, going up against Canning of Angels with a record of 2-7 and an ERA of 4.76. Now, I expect Brewers to actually come back big time on this particular game. I expected the Angels to actually win last night because of the starting pitcher that Milwaukee had. Now, on this one, I feel like they have a solid lead against Angels in terms of pitching, and again they must be a bit more motivated coming onto this game. Of course, they don't want to go back-to-back losses, especially against a losing team against Los Angeles Angels. Now, with how Canning has been performing lately, I believe Brewers would be able to do that. For those who would even want to go minus 1.5, that'll be an option. But of course, I would want to keep everything safe, so I'll go ahead and take Milwaukee Brewers money line. Again, that's Brewers money line. Right, and moving forward towards our last game, this will be Kansas City Royals with a record of 41 wins and 32 losses, going up against Oakland Athletics with a record of 26 wins and 48 losses. This one will be the last game, and that one will actually start at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 9:40 a.m. here in Manila. One team is losing, one team is losing, the other team has been winning. Now, talk about losing. Athletics, they have been losing big time. And it's my cap. Athletics approaching this game, man. If you take a look at it, they are on a 9-game losing slump. Now, that's such a slump, if you know what I'm saying. Now, taking a look at their opponent, Kansas, approaching this game, they are also coming off a loss, but it's just one loss, right? At least Kansas won 4 out of their last 10. So, Oakland Athletics right here, they badly need a win. They want to win. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes, they would want to break that slump that they're having. Now, let's take a look at, at how possible that may be. Let's take a look at the pitchers. For Kansas, we got Marsh starting for them with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses and an ERA of 3.63. While for Oakland Athletics, we got Harris starting for them, 0-0 record and an ERA of 2.49. I would really want to take Oakland Athletics right here. I believe that their win is overdue, but I guess it's gonna be such a huge take if you'd go ahead and put money on Oakland right now, especially considering the pitching problem. And again, Kansas City Royals, even though they have been winning, they would want to add more to their to their wins. Especially for their last 10, they have only won 4, so I'm pretty sure that they would want to grab as many wins as possible on these next weeks. Now, the last game of Oakland Athletics, they just lost by 1 point. I don't know if you guys were able to watch that. They just lost by 1. That was a heartbreaker for them, of course, because they wanted to break that. They wanted to break that slump. But I just don't think that this will be it. I just don't think that this will be it. I want them to break the slump that they're having. But Kansas City Royals, they have a lot of offense going on. They have very good pitchers coming off the bench, and I'm looking at Oakland Athletics. That's actually their main problem, pitching. Sometimes they actually have very good starting pitchers, but they actually mess it up towards the end part of the game. So if they would be able to fix that a little bit, I'm pretty sure that Oakland Athletics should be able to find success very soon. So my pick on this one would be Kansas City Royals. And I'll go ahead and do money line. But again, if you guys have enough cash, taking it minus 1.5 will be fine. Again, that's Kansas City Royals money line. That's all that we have for today. Again, it's June 18, 2024. Thank you for listening to our videos, and I hope you guys would subscribe in our channel. And again, if you guys would want to subscribe towards our premium picks, just reach us to us. All right. Peace out. Pasa love, and God bless.